Many people have heard it. They heard that I fasted and did some things, and God came down. Some of them, one said, a young man, not young man, many young men have met me. You know what they are asking for? They say, sir, just pray for me. If you impart me, I want to pray and become a prayer machine and just pray and die. As if prayer is anything on its own. Prayer is not anything on its own. Prayer is doing work, and your eyes should be on the work that is being done. Anytime your eye leaves the work, you begin to exercise yourself in the flesh. And the exercises in the flesh is worth nothing. It is an effort in futility. It is something that is done by the Spirit in the Spirit that we use spiritual result. I don't have time to go deeper than this. The Bible said in the book of Galatians, is it not the book of Galatians, that whatsoever a man soweth, he shall what? That when a man sows to the flesh, what will he reap? When he sows to the Spirit, what will he reap? What will you reap when you sow to the Spirit? Somebody get mic for this, my brother. His mouth is shaking. The way AGK wants to rescue him. You will of the Spirit reap what? He said life eternal. Is it correct? I hope. Are you sure? Are you sure? What will he reap of the Spirit? You are not sure. Okay, look at it here. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap what? What will you reap? Why are you using your heart to push something that is not correct? You don't make me say, agree, you are not sure. But the human in you don't want to agree. You still continue your error. Meanwhile, you know you are not sure. If I'm you, I will quickly turn the Bible to that place and become sure. So, from this place now, are you with me? Let's get back. From this place now, there are two possible locations to sow. Echibeze. Where are the locations? Number one is what? Number two is what? So anytime any man is sowing, and when you fast and pray and do anything, you are sowing seeds. Definitely you are going to get the result back. A Gloria. So that fasting you fasted that did not produce the result you intended, where did you sow? No, your mouth is shaking. Where did you sow? There is no two ways about it. And I tell you, many people, you sow a lot in the flesh and you are not aware. Do you know how many of your fasting that is wasted? It's too much. In fact, God used 70% of your fasting to teach you the right way to fast. It's only 30 that worked. If 100% of your fasting worked, you don't know where it will take you to. It will be atomic. I'm telling you the mistake some of us made so that you too will learn from it. You don't need to be fasting with Gary only. Shoma. All those fasting in Pakle, many of them is wasted though. Many of them you are using it to prove a point. Now we the fast. We are the fasting and praying sisters. Everybody will just clear from the way. It is better people think you are eating and you are fasting. Because you have only one audience. Who? I'm telling you the mistake that some of us made. There is one time, hey Jesus, let me use myself as an example so you learn. There is one time that God instructed me to fast less and pray more. Some of you, God is telling you that. There are many sisters here. They will come and tell me that they want to do 3 days, 4 days, 5 days dry. I will tell them, what of Bible study? They say they are struggling to do Bible study. But they want to increase fasting. Are you seeing it? That means your spiritual engagement is not balanced. There is prayer power, but there is word power. They are not the same. They are not the same. Word power and prayer power is not the same. There is something only an infusion of the word can only bring. As I'm going to show you is the third point. It is when the light breaks upon you that you can make advancement in the spirit. The entrance of his word giveth light and understanding. Not the shining entrance. It is when he enters. So, God told me, but, you know, it will mean I will eat 2 times in a day. Eat in the afternoon, eat in. And I just noticed that I started adding. And beyond spiritualism, well, everybody, you are beautiful the way you are. Just stay the way you are. This is just myself. I don't like fat. As a human being, I don't. If I see you with big stomach, I don't believe anybody with big stomach. Especially if you are young. You have not done anything in this life. You are having big stomach as a proof that you should be in rest. Why are you? What is the essence of big stomach? And it's not today that I didn't like that big stomach. If you ask my sisters, I've been, even if I didn't do anything, I've been watching that much since I was 14. It has been long. But I just noticed my stomach was protruding. I said, no. God, you see, what I will do is to fast more and reduce this prayer. So that I was explaining to God that I'm feeling heavy and all that. Now, I'm telling you what he did, but I didn't see it. He was doing his head like this. Continue. When I was through, he said, well done, continue. Okay. He told me, okay, bro. You know, some of those things I used to do, I learned it somewhere. I can interpret God's words, God's feeling, and God's. There is a way he won't be talking. He said, Yoga, well done. Well done. Well done. Kai, well done. So when I started doing it, I now went on 3 days. I was on 3 days dry. Satan attacked me inside. Because I was fasting out of alignment. That is actually mercy. You know why it's mercy? God did something for me to know. For some of you, he didn't do anything. He just allowed you to continue on your journey. That's the difference between me and you. I have mercy. Because mercy, sometimes we allow something hard to happen to you. Then you now, that thing that happened to you made you to check yourself. But if there is no mercy, you will be allowed on that journey for another 2 years. 2 years of dryness and wilderness. And when you come out from there, you tell us that prayer and fasting doesn't work. That as I'm talking to you now, me, I fasted for 2 years. You will see the person writing everywhere on Facebook that there are things that is not about prayer and fasting. It is a testimony of frustration, inability to enter into what we seek via those means. I'm telling you, when you don't get result from this, you will become a Facebook preacher and you will be preaching against fasting and prayer. You will tell them it's not about so much prayer. That's what you would have become. Satan has hung your dross is hung, and they wanted to finish you. That is why God have to raise people like us so you can follow. Because those days, he felt it's all about miracles and power. The only way he could have believed me is if I had that capacity for power and miracle, and then I show him the more important thing. Because telling somebody not to, that what is more important is to be conformed, the conformation of the believer to the image of Christ, that there is no need, that power is not. Meanwhile, you don't have power. I will say, there is something you are not telling me. You are lying. It is when we see you have something and then have another thing, have the third one, have 7 things, and then arrange them in order. We will now know that it's not because you cannot do it, but because you have received the pattern in the spirit, so that you will be able to fix everything together in their right place, in their right order, at the right time. Amen. Oh, how did I come here?